Hello and welcome to 52 Cakes. My name's Alexi and this is the show where I show you how to bake various things in a tiny kitchen. Now today we're doing quite a simple recipe. It's good old-fashioned chocolate chip cookies. They're simple, they're basic, but they are delicious. So let's just jump right into it. So the first thing we want to do is add 150 grams or 5 ounces of softened butter, 80 grams or 3 ounces of granulated sugar, and 80 grams or 3 ounces of caster sugar. We then want to add a teaspoon of treacle and whisk. Now you can replace the caster sugar with light brown sugar. I don't bother, it's literally the same thing as having caster sugar and a teaspoon of treacle. Once that's combined, we want to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla, an egg, and then we want to whisk again. We then want to sift in 225 grams or 8 ounces of flour, half a teaspoon of bicarbonate soda and a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. Then we want to mix that up with a wooden spoon. We don't want to whisk it, we don't want to introduce too much air, but just mix until almost entirely combined. We're going to mix it up again in a second anyway, so don't worry about missing a couple of pockets of flour. So once that's done, we want to add 200 grams or 8 ounces of chocolate chips. Now, I'm doing this just by chopping up a couple of chocolate bars. I'm doing a dark chocolate bar and a white chocolate bar. You don't have to do that, you can just get a bag of chocolate chips and you can use whatever kind of chocolate you like. I like the combination of the white and the dark, but if you prefer white chocolate, if you just like milk chocolate, or whatever chocolate you like, you can even try stuff like orange chocolates and different kinds. Essentially, just you want 200 grams of chocolate chips. Doesn't really matter where you get them. Now, if you are going to chop up, I will recommend don't do what I did and make sure it's room temperature. I let these sit for too long in the fridge and just grab them. They're really tough, they're really hard to chop, so just let them raise up to room temperature and they soften up. And once that's added to the bowl, we want to get the wooden spoon again and mix up. Now, if you've missed a couple of bits of flour, this is where they'll get mixed in anyway, so don't really be that concerned. Just make sure it's all consistent, the chips are fairly mixed. Then we want to use a teaspoon to place small scoops of mix on a lined baking tray. Make sure to separate them because they will flatten down and form surprisingly large cookies. And once that's done, once you've got about 6, bake in a preheated oven for 8 minutes at 190 degrees C, 375 degrees Fahrenheit or gas mark 5. Then I use 2 baking trays just because then you can swap and change them, and you just want to repeat this method until all the mixture is used. You want to let them sit once you take them out of the oven for about 5 minutes so they harden up, and then that's done. These are delicious. Now mine look a bit weird, that's simply because I used a gluten-free flour and didn't use any binding replacement. If you use non-gluten-free flour or use something like xanthan gum to hold them together, they'll look a lot more like normal cookies. But even without that, these are surprisingly gooey despite being so thin, and they are delicious. They're sweet, they're chocolatey, they're buttery, they're gorgeous. Anyway, please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed. I try to do these weekly. I don't really succeed, but I do try. Stay happy, stay healthy, but more importantly, stay baking.